Jimmy, this is MC Alfred.
Welcome to Pandora. Now listen up.
Out beyond the fence, every living thing that crawls, flies, and squats in the mud wants to kill you and eat your eyes for jujubes. That's a fact. We have an indigenous race of humanoids called the Na'vi. They are fond of arrows dipped in neurotoxin that'll stop your heart in 1 minute. They are very hard to kill. Our mission on Pandora is to keep the peace and to protect human life in the middle of the single most hostile environment in the known universe. In order to achieve that, you've got to obey the rules. They are there for a reason. We must walk softly and carry a big-ass stick.
Hold position. We got movement out there.
Peace and prosperity for us all through superior firepower. Welcome to Pandora, ladies and gentlemen.
Hi, everybody. I am so excited tonight. I'm in Woodstock, New York at the Film Festival. We were here last year. We had a fabulous time, and we're here again tonight. And we have a very special guest for you. I remember him so well from Avatar. He was the tough guy. Well, here he is sitting next to me, and he's really a lamb. And I'm going to introduce to you Stephen. What was your name again?
Stephen Lang.
I know his name. I was just teasing because they gave me his name before. They think I'm old and I don't remember names. So anyway, Robin.
Yes, Bill.
Yes, it's good to see you.
You too.
Let's talk first of all about Avatar, because that was an incredibly wonderful film, and you did a brilliant job with it. I mean, you were so mean and hateful. I was so happy when you died.
Thank you so much for those kind words. But what can I tell you? You know, he died, but he was a popular character, and the studio liked him, the audience liked him, and probably most importantly, James Cameron liked him. So we have 3 sequels that are on the way.
And you're in all 3.
The Colonel is revived and has found a new life and is back.
Well, how'd you make it come alive again? It's like soap operas.
I
They
wish
die and they come back.
I can't.
You can't reveal that. Okay, we'll wait for the film. Now let's talk a little bit about you. When did you decide that you wanted to be an actor, and how did you think you'd go about doing it to become an actor? It's one of the hardest things to do in any business.
Well, I don't remember a time when I didn't want to be an actor, but it wasn't so much even that I wanted to be an actor. It's I grew up on part of the television generation of the 50s and the movies, and I grew up watching Errol Flynn riding through Sherwood Forest and saving, Maureen O'Hara and Olivia de Havilland. And I grew up watching John Wayne as the quiet man with Maureen O'Hara. And I just wanted to have those, adventures. That was the life I wanted.
I was the same way. You came from Queens. I came from Brooklyn and moved to Queens. We lived in Astoria for 9 years.
You moved up in the world.
Well, my mother was Jenny Gabriel, the silent movie actress. And my mother, as a little boy, would bring me to the Astoria studios. And she'd count the bricks where Rudolph Valentino stood next to his car because she was a Valentino freak. So I was raised on film. Were you raised on film?
Sure. We had the Utopia Theater right here, so you go down there, and my idea of a great day would be, I remember one Saturday going down, I put a double feature of Shirley Jones and Gordon McRae, first in Carousel and then in Oklahoma. Sure. Which was, or going to see the Jerry Lewis films, or probably the Guns of Navarone. You just live for it, going to the movies.
Oh, I understand that. Betty Grable was my thing. I wanted to grow up and sing to the troops on a Jeep.
Fair enough.
Betty Grable.
No, that still could happen.
But no, I love Betty Grable. And I was the same thing.
Betty Grable was great. She had
everything.
Pizzazz. Beauty, pizzazz, and legs that went right down to the ground.
I'm sure you heard the Bucks by Rose of London. I never met Betty Grable. No, Marilyn Monroe. Jane Russell was a dear friend of mine. So I would get all my info from the old stars from Jane Russell. She was a special lady. Who was your favorite movie star from our generation?
From those days, I would have, if I had to pick one, which I hate to do, it would have to be Bogart. Because Bogart was stunning in the diversity. Also, one of the things I love about Boseman was that he played bad. And a lot of great stars, terrific actors, did not. Gary Cooper did not play bad. You know, Jimmy Stewart.
Early times. When I interviewed Lauren, I said to her, I said, what do you think the secret was that Bogart had? And she said, honey, he knew how to sell it. And I thought, wow, what a provocative statement. He knew how to sell it. The movie himself, the script, even if it was a poor script, he didn't care about what the director thought or anybody. Bogart said to Lauren, or Betty, I'm going to sell this stupid film.
Yeah.
And he did.
Well, you know, there's a
Do you
lot
care?
of...
You talk about, as an actor, do you care about that?
About selling the movie?
Yeah, or do you just care about your own image?
No.
You care about the entire film.
Look, there are films that we care more about than other films. There are films that I've done where, you know, I know why I did it. I might have done it for the money, I might have done it for the location, but the ones you really love are the ones you do because you have to do this movie. Now, having said that, I'll do my best to help sell any movie I'm in, but sometimes it's easier or more.
Well, if you're in a dog, there's nothing you can do about a dog. And we've all been in dog films. I actually shot them a year ago with the
I've been in a pack of them.
Yeah, it's hard to sell something that really is beyond ridiculous. I want to tell the camera, hey camera, could you come in a close-up? This guy's really good looking. All of you broads out there and you gay guys, he's really hot. He's what? How old are you? Can I say?
Yeah, I'm 63 years
What?
old.
63.
Yeah.
He looks like 40, folks. Really handsome. So, still this, take a photo of him, pin it over your bed at night, wait at it.
What a nice thing to say. I like this guy.
That's true. I told you I do a crazy interview. So now here you are, gorgeous and beautiful and an actor, and then you meet this special lady that you think you want to marry. Tell me a little bit about that.
I fell in love with
Actress?
No, costume designer. Costume designer, and I'll never forget. I walked in, it was a fitting. I first met her at a fitting, and I'll never forget her first words to me. I walked in the door, I looked and I saw the most beautiful, beautiful drawing I've ever seen in my life. I looked and she said,
It was creepy.
"You're late." Thanks for blowing my finger.
I'm sorry, I stepped on your line. I didn't mean to.
You're late. So that was 35 plus years ago, and
How many
she's
children?
still breaking my chops. We have 4 children.
That's an actress, that's life. That's
we're
good.
expecting our second grandchild.
Good.
And so, it's good. I'll tell you, one of the things that's really good about it is that Tina was in the business. And so she understands it, it's, but yet she's not an actress, so we never had that particular tension or competition.
But she has to be what we call a gay visual delight, because costume designers know how to put it together.
No,
I'm sure she looks stunning today with her clothing, her jewels, and everything that she puts together.
Yeah, although there are costume designers who dress like,
Edith Head. Edith Head. An old concentration camp type.
Well, that's one way to put it. That's very nice.
Talented.
I wouldn't put it that way myself.
She dressed Grace Kelly and everybody magnificent. Anything Edith Head was chiffon and gorgeous, but when it came to Edith Head, she looked like she needed something.
That's very good. But my wife has impeccable taste and clothing.
Now, any of the kids want to be an actor, actress?
My oldest girl is a assistant DA in Manhattan, homicide, and then both of my boys, Danny and Noah, are in the business. Danny works behind the camera. He's a grip. He works rigging. He'll do whatever needs to be done behind the camera. And he's the only one who lives out in LA. And he's just married and living a nice life out there. And then Noah, my young son, lives in Brooklyn. He's a producer. And he's actually a producer one of the producers on the film I had at this festival, Band of Robbers.
We're going to talk. Actually, Jimmy's going to interview you about your film work. I do the insights.
Yeah. So anyway, the boys are both, and Noah is. I'm really proud of both of the boys. They love the business. They're not actors. Didn't choose to be, but they love film. And so That's what they do. And then my youngest, Gracie, is an artist.
It's in their DNA,
I guess to some extent it is.
or in their environment, because
Well, they hung around sets when they were kids, and they saw this is cool.
Yeah, my father was
And
a
they
set-
feed you.
My father was a set designer. My father, believe it or not, was one of the fellas that worked on Gone with the Wind.
Really?
Yeah, and when in '39, when they were filming it, my mother and father went out there to watch the filming, and then the actual burning, but it was not the set, it was King Kong's set that they burned. The set that they built was a small, maybe 5 foot, 10 foot high, and the camera shot it as a full set. But it was if you remember the movie original, King Kong with Fay Ray,
remember.
or that big brass wall,
Yeah.
that was the village burning.
Yeah, I'm not an aficionado of Gone with the Wind, to be honest.
No, I don't care
I've
for
never
it.
thought it was, I know it's sacrilege, but I think it's an okay movie.
That brings me to the next question. He said, I don't give a damn, Scarlett. And everybody fainted. Oh my God, he said, I don't give a damn. It went all over the world like he was this rude person. How do you feel about all the fucks that are in the movies today?
There's a lot of fucks.
A lot of fucks. Every other word is
And
fuck.
I've worked with a lot of the fucks. Oh, you're talking about
The dialogue.
I thought you were talking about some of the fuckers.
I've worked with some of those too. No, the dialogue.
Well, the problem is when you overuse it, the word it loses its potency.
Exactly.
And it just becomes kind of a
Annoyance.
And the wonderful thing about a word like fuck is that it has power. And when you know, it's like anything else, like any other exotic spice. If you overuse it, it kills.
When I asked Jane Russell what did she think about the dirty language in the film, and she's a Christian, she said, well, if it's important to make the character look bad and mean, and you want to see him dead, then you should use it. So I thought, wow.
Yeah. We need
dead
to
tomorrow.
you and me both
Yeah.
about it.
Anyway, I think you want to do more, or are you happy with what you've done?
Whatever you say,
It's up to
he
you.
wants to wrap it up.
You want to wrap? Okay.
He's
because-
had it. He's had
Well,
it.
because this goes on YouTube, and I don't know how many hours we have, or minutes, and I'm going to put it on our Facebook page and also in our show file. So on Wednesday, our TV show, which goes out to 2.5 million people, this clip will be used, this interview will be on. I wish you the best. I think you're a stunning looking man for 63. Wow. I'm 74. Fine. Great. I'll be 76.
And you get your hair.
But that's, you do too, we do both of us. It's a little while from the hurricane we're having right now down in New York.
But that was a design choice.
Well, no, this is called 5 hours of driving and winds blowing. You're a delight, you're a charming man. I can see why people would want to hire you for your talent. I think you're very agreeable on the set. I think you work with what the good director would tell you to do. Am I right?
I work
I'm
well.
saying yes,
I
yes,
work
that's
well
really
with
important.
children, animals, and pets.
Right, okay. And I thank you again for this interview. It's so nice to meet you. And if we move up here, we'll